Back to my channel. It's Angela, and I got a deck in the mail. So, not today. Today is May 24th, 2025, Saturday. We've been looking forward to this weekend all weekend because it is Memorial Day weekend. We have Monday off because it's a holiday, because it's Memorial Day in the States. So it's a 3-day weekend, and yet it's raining all weekend. And it feels like it's 50 degrees, and we're like, what is happening? This is the weekend where everybody opens the public pools, everybody goes out in the sun. It's officially summer before summer hits, and it's raining all weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna be staying in comfy cozy. I got my coffee here, what's left of it. I didn't have that much in my container, so I'm surprised I have any left. I've been drinking the crap out of it. Anyway, I got a deck in the mail yesterday. Been wanting this deck since it went. For some reason, they put it on Kickstarter for like a year ago, I think. And now it's mass market. But it is the Joker Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. This box came in a bag, all beat up looking. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to look. It's got a kind of a dent here. It just has little stickers here. It's their normal, I want to say it's their normal 2-part box size, but it feels more compact, and it's like a different material than their normal 2-part box. And the fact that they had to have stickers on the side tells me that it's loosey-goosey, kind of like their newer other 2-part box sizes I've got. See, it's kind of beat up here, like there's a dent. There's a dent here, so it looks kind of rough. But I don't know if it's meant to look that way, because it's supposed to be a dark deck, obviously. Meant to be a darker deck. And I can't, it's stuck in the box. What was that? It was literally stuck in the box. That's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, we got a little white book here. Yeah, the book is like beat up looking, so it's supposed to look like that, I guess. But there is a couple dents on the corners of here. But that's the box. It feels very, not like their typical boxes. But the typical little white box, they got a couple spreads in here. 1 card spread, the Celtic Cross spread, the Grin spread, and then it goes right into the majors. Here we have the full, and there's a little bit of information, and then of course there's other languages in there. So it's a typical Lo Scarabeo 2-part box, little white book, and then we got this little thing here that was super tight on there. But the cards feel exactly like the Earth Woman Tarot. That's how they feel. That nice soft matte is how they feel. They don't look too thick. They're still thick because their 2-part boxes usually have thicker cardstock. I've been hemming and hawing about this deck just because I know it's going to be a dark deck. And I'm like, am I ready for more darkness? And I think I am. So that's why I got this, because I knew it was going to be a darker type. And there's the title card here. I knew it was going to be a darker, and for some reason I'm attracted to this deck. So we're going to get into it, and I'm going to figure it out in the next few weeks why I've been so attracted to this deck. And I just realized, like last year, that seasonal depression is a thing. And I tend to get more depressed this time of year, right before we hit full summer. And I've noticed my mood has just started to really wane lately. And I'm like, do I have seasonal depression, but it's only in the late spring, early summer? That's weird. And it could be just spring, because we've had such up and down weather that my body is just like, I'm done. Because I have rheumatoid arthritis throughout my entire body. I'm in pain all of the time this time of year. So that doesn't help with the depression. So, yeah. I saw this deck was finally coming out mass market. I think it came out the 8th of May. And I was like, I gotta get it. So here we are. So here we have the Fool. And it's almost like a photo negative right here of the picture, which I find interesting because that's how I often see the dead. Like when I do mediumship readings, or even if I don't do mediumship readings, if I see them, it's almost like there's a photo negative of the person standing in front of me, and I can make out their features and stuff, but it's sometimes very black and white, which I find interesting. The Magician, it very much feels like what this is, and I'm often attracted to decks that, if I'm attracted to a deck and I really don't know why, it's usually a spirit that wants me to buy that deck for them for a specific reason, because they're trying to connect with me through that deck. So that could be the issue here too, because I'm attracted, but I'm curious as to why. Because I do dark decks, but not this dark, if that makes sense, because this feels very, very dark. The High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. Yeah, he's creepy. His pointy ears, weirdness. The Hierophant. And I just had a really crazy dream lately. The Lovers. Interesting. And it almost is like how I kind of see the Lovers is like a reflection of self. That's quite interesting there. The Chariot. I freaking love this Chariot. That's really cool. The Strength card. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. Yeah, he's creepy. He looks like a dog. Interesting. The Hanged Man. That's creepy too. I think it's interesting that he's upright and his head's cocked to the side. Death. Ooh. Yeah, there's very much a big creep factor to this deck. Temperance. Not as bad as some other decks I've got. That's beautiful. The Devil. Wow. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. Finally got a deck with the E on the Judgment. I haven't had that in a while. Like the last several decks I've gotten all had no E in the middle. Not that I care, but they were very noticeable. And I'm like, that might be an issue, because usually I don't notice them. But the last few good decks I've gotten, everything was noticeable in that. Everything. The World. We have the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. I don't even know what I'm seeing here. Oh, there's the hat and the face. Okay. Five of Cups. Yeah. Very dark. It's very much like the dark dreams I have. Interesting. Kind of give me creeps. I had a dream the other night that I was in the dream with two co-workers, and we were in an abandoned building, and then the back of the building collapsed, and another co-worker was in the back and had died, and I had to break the news to the other two, which was weird. I told all of them about the dream, and they're like, "You're so weird." Like, this is the kind of dreams that haunt me, okay? Six of Cups. And this does feel very much like nightmare cards. Not a nightmare deck. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. 10 of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight. Queen. And the King. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Look at that. So greedy. Five of Pentacles. The Joker on the glass, on the window. That's interesting. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. It almost feels like the Joker from a playing card deck escaped. And now he's wreaking havoc through this deck. That's what this feels like. Interesting. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. And they got the Joker in the here. Page of Pentacles. He just stayed in there with his money. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. I also backed, as I was waiting on this, I also backed the Flight of the Butterfly by, oh my god, what's her name? I got all her B decks. That's gonna bother me. Hold on. Okay, it's Kelly Burton. This is the Keeper of the Sacred Bee. I've got the Journey of the Sacred Bee, Wisdom of the Sacred Bee, and then the Keeper of Sacred Bee, and then I have her a newer Oracle, and I think that's kind of starting the Butterfly series. So the Flight of the Butterfly just ended on backer kit, not Kickstarter, and it's so beautiful, and it did get funded. I was worried there for a minute because there was like 7-8 days left, and there was still $1,000 short, and then it all of a sudden went well over. So I'm so excited it's got funded, so it's going to get made. I can't wait for it. But as I was waiting on that came out, and the backer kit fund ended, so that they came out at the same time in my account. But yeah, other than that, I mean, the last couple weeks I haven't really bought anything because I've been waiting on that Flight of the Butterfly. Here we have the Ace of Wands. I don't know why I went on a whole ramble on that. Sorry. Two of Wands. But I was just saying, while I was waiting on this, that came out and funded. So, Three of Wands. I'm looking forward to that. Four of Wands. I think that won't be till October or November, though. I won't get it. Five of Wands. It'll be just in time for me to need some color in my life. Eight of Wands. That's cool. I like that bag. Nine of Wands. I mean, wait. That was Six of Wands. Excuse me. I can't write. I can't read. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Looks like the sun coming up. And the Queen. And the King. Last suit, my favorite. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. I find it interesting that the Hangman was not upside down, but this one is. Interesting. Three of Swords. He's literally holding his heart. Or someone else's. I feel like he's holding his own heart. Four of Swords. Wow. That's cool. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Interesting. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ugh. Creepy. Ten of Swords. The Page. Knight. Queen. And the King. And then we have the advertisement card. And that's funny because that's my strength card from my actual dark deck that I use, the Third Pinter Tarot. So let's see how it shuffles. So it shuffles sideways, amazing. Let's see how it shuffles here. Usually it doesn't matter how they shuffle amazing. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's still a little stiff, but I'm sure once I use it a little bit more, it'll be broken in already. The second shuffle is already more pliable than the first one. Yeah. Gonna be great to shuffle. All those Scarabeo decks to me shuffle great. So let's pull a card and see what the deck has to tell me right off the bat. What do we got to tell me? What do we have to tell me right off the bat? What do we have to tell me? One falling out here. What is it? The Strength card. It's always strength with me. Let's see, where did I do with the book? It's in the box. Let's see what the Strength card says. Oh, that's already past all the... Wow, there's literally a couple pages. Strength. He who knows his goal feels strong. This force makes him serene. This serenity ensures inner peace. Only inner peace allows deep reflection. Deep reflection is the starting point of every success. That's by Lucy. And he does look like he's celebrating something here on top of that lion. Like he's riding the lion into victory. Interesting. So it's more poem based, I think. Let's look at this bottom card here. This is the... Let's look at a minor. Yeah, let's look at this Four of Pentacles. It's interesting because that's the one I saw in a walkthrough. It was like, oh, he really looks like he's there's Cups, Pentacles, Four Pentacles. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Every year I live, I am more convinced that the waste of life lies in the love we have not given, the powers we have not used, the selfish prudence which will risk nothing, and which, shirking pain, misses happiness as well. Mary Cholmondeley. Interesting. So it is just quotes from people. So it is literally up to your own intuition, imagination, whatever. To me, this feels very much like Scrooge McDuck. Like he's doing cartwheels in his dungeon basement with all his gold in it that he's hoarding and not sharing with anyone. That very much feels like what that is. But anyway, that's my newest deck. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.